Hey, good morning, YouTube. This is John with Space City EDC. Coming to you with another nice video review on the old Timer Middleman 34 OT. So, without further ado, let's get into it. This is the way it comes in the box. We're going to set the knife over here for right now. Take a look at the box and the packaging that comes in. It's got the old timer, I guess, new emblem, and it says stainless steel blades and 2.4 inch clip point blade with a 2-inch sheep's foot blade and a 1.7 inch pin blade with a saw cut handle. Nickel silver bolsters. It has a generational guarantee, which I would take means something like a lifetime guarantee. There's the model and the name, and we've got that it was some warnings and some information here on the product. This one is made in China. Let's see. On the sides, not really. A little picture of the knife on the back. I'll turn it around so we can see a little bit better. 7.4 overall length, and it weighs a big 1.8 ounces. It gives you a little description of your blades there, your clip point, shoot foot. Has stainless steel blades with a saw cut handle, nickel silver bolsters, and a pin blade, which they did replace the standard spay blade, which comes on a lot of these Stockman and three-bladed knives like this. 3.3 inches on the handle, and just some website information on the side here. So let's take a look at the knife. It's a folding knife, basically. It's got 3 blades in it. It's got this nice clip point. It's got the sheep's foot here, and then it's going to have a pin blade, which a lot of these old stockmen would have a spay blade here. And this model, this type, was introduced by Old Timer and Schrade back in 1964, along with a senior. I think around 1971 or something, they actually came out and started calling this the Middleman, because of the size. It's a little smaller than your senior knife. But it's got that, they call it saw cut scales here, which feel pretty good, you know. The brass pins, not too bad. These ones here on the side, they stick up a little bit. You see that? Rubby nail across it, but springs look good. It's got a nice snap on the clip point. There's not a lot of separation. I hope the camera will focus, which it never does. But see if we can see that. But anyway, pretty good and tight in the back. The bolsters are nice and smooth. I like the little round. It's got the little rounded edges there, which makes it more comfortable in the pocket. But let's take a look at the some of the information on the clip point here. Hopefully you can see that. It's got the old timer with a 4-digit date stamp. It says 04 of 23, so I guess that's his birthday, the day when the knife was born. There's the model number there. Oh, this camera just will not focus today. There, that's a little better. 34 OT. And the blade steel is 7CR17, which is stainless steel, basically a 440A type steel. good and sharp. It's got a pretty nice, thick clip point main blade here. Springs look good. Liners, got the brass liners in it. The spring back on this clip point is a good snap. Now looking at the blade alignment, it almost looks like it's off, but in order for, I guess, the way they fit these blades, because the clip point and the spade or the pin blade share the same spring, lock spring on the back here. So when they go down here in the knife, they look like they're offset a little bit to clear each other. So it kind of looks like the blade alignment's off, but it's really not. You know, but these are pretty thin. These blades here, there's a little bit of play, and it got some, not really blade play, but the metal is flexible, you know, because it's thinner. And don't know how that'll hold up, but we'll see, you know, over time. Same thing with the little pin blades. Thinner blade, it makes it for probably a good slicer. There's no half stop on the when you go to close any of the blades. It's all just you know, one smooth action. So, but it's yeah, it's a nice little fifth pocket knife, or working man's knife. You know, this was your dad's knife. This is the kind of knife that my father would carry, and those men, and they could do more with these little knives than a lot of guys can do with a multi-tool nowadays. But you know, I mean, this is a size comparison. This is a mini trapper here, and you can see the blade thickness on this mini trapper is a lot more with the two blades. But let's do some measurements real quick, and then we'll get into what we like and what we don't. It was a 3.3 inch length on the closed position. The blade length, like saying, is 2.4 inches. It is right at 2.5 inches, and then the working edge is about 2 1/8 on your main blade. Hope you can see that. Sometimes I do this without looking at the camera side. So 2 1/8 there on your working blade. I like that snap. It's good. The walk and talk, they call it, I guess, is pretty good on this one. Here's your little pin blade, and they're saying it's a 1.7 inch. That's right at 1 3/4, a little over 1 3/4 perhaps, or right there at 1 3/4. And you're working about 1.5 inch and a half on a little pin blade. The sheep's foot, they're saying, was 2 inches, I believe, which that's about right, comes up to 2 inches. Your working length on that is at 1 3/4. So it doesn't come with a sheath, you know. This big brother, the blade lengths on that one would be like 3 inches, which is going to be similar to, you know, this Stockman, or this, you know, say like a Leatherman or something. But this is just a size comparison here, give you an idea. Got a nice curve to it there. I like that curve on this. Makes it good for a working knife, you know, when you got it in your hand. So this is a little trapper with burlwood handles. I did a review on that a while back. But, you know, in concise, this is something pretty familiar with everybody. This is a Leatherman Wave. And so there you go. This is what you're looking at. The difference in the size of the blades. But some things to like about it. Well, it's very pocketable, you know. The handle is a bit grippy, which makes it's not going to slip out of your hand when you're holding it. You know, if you were to get wet or blood on it from cleaning a small game or whatever, that's a plus. Be a good work knife. The price is real reasonable on these. You know, it's under $25, depending on where you get it. So that's good. You know, the primary blade is a good size and a good thickness. Seems like it will hold up well. One of the things I might have a question about on this one is because these blades here pretty thin, so I guess just be careful with them, you know, and how you use them. So that's something to think about, you know. You know, the overall fit and finish is good. Everything looks good on it. Nice. Everything's put together well, you know. So it's you know, it's be a good working knife for somebody that just wants something that they're not afraid to take out to the job or take out to the woods and put to use. They're not going to spend a lot of money, so if you lose it, not the end of the world. And if you damage it, you can send it in for warranty or you can just replace it, you know. But once again, this is the Old Timer 34 OG Middleman. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you learned a little something about the knife. And if you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. Try to come out with these videos once or twice a week, depending on time permitting. And hope you guys enjoy your weekend. And I'm at work, so I'll be enjoying it as soon as I get off work. But you guys, y'all have a great day. And let me know what you think. You know, put your comments in the comments. If you have these kind of knives, what's your favorite classic flip joint knife? You know, which one do you prefer for work? You know, hunting or just everyday carry. I always like finding out what people like to use in their day-to-day lives and how they use it. So anyway, you guys take care and have a great weekend. I'll talk to you later and hopefully see you on the next one.